much money should I be using for my down payment? It's Andrew Parker, your real estate agent from the #1 Coldwell banker office in the entire country. As a reminder, if you know anybody who is looking to buy or sell around Orange County, feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I would be happy to help them out. All right, let's get into today's video. When purchasing a home using a loan, aka a mortgage, you're gonna have to be spending a portion of your own money toward the house in order to qualify for the loan. This is your down payment. In a sense, the bank or lender wants to see that you're serious and that you've got skin in the game in order to give you the rest of the money to purchase the home. The loan and down payment combined equals the total sales price. And because of that, they've got an inverse relationship. So the lower the down payment, the higher the loan, and the higher the down payment, the lower the loan. Now, for the most part, you are going to get to decide how much money you want to put as your down payment, but the average around America is around 5 to 7%. Typical amounts that we see though are 5, 10, even 20% down, and depending on the loan that you qualify for, you could even get as low as 3% down. Now, there are pros and cons to every size of down payment, so let's go through a few of them. A lower down payment is going to save you in upfront costs, meaning you're going to be able to save more money upfront and use that for renovation costs, purchasing a car, whatever expenses you might have. A con to this though, because you're spending more of a bank's money in order to do this, your monthly mortgage payments are going to go up. On top of that, because more money of theirs is at risk, they're going to charge you a higher interest rate. Now, the pros of a higher down payment is that you're going to have smaller monthly mortgage payments. On top of that, you're likely going to be able to avoid things like private mortgage insurance. You also might be able to get better interest rates, and you'll likely look more attractive to sellers because they'll realize how serious of an offer you have. The con to this though, obviously, is that you're going to have a higher upfront expense. Now, deciding the amount to put as your down payment can get pretty complicated because it's all dependent on your situation. If you have more money saved up, it might be better to use that money as a larger down payment so that you have less of a monthly expense. Now, if you have a consistently high income and you're not expecting it to change, and you also don't have as much money saved up, you might be able to get away with spending less for your down payment. Although I would caution you in making your monthly mortgage payments too high, because if you do have any unexpected income change, you're not able to meet those payments, that could lead to foreclosure. And unfortunately, that is what led to a lot of the foreclosures that happened in 2008, and we would really love to avoid that again. Please. Now, before I get into my approach on down payments, I want to make a blatant warning here. I am not a certified financial planner, nor am I a lender. So this is not a prescription. This is just my opinion from some guy that you're watching on YouTube, or Instagram, or Facebook, or TikTok, or LinkedIn at Andrew Parker Realty. Appreciate the follow if you want to leave one. First and foremost, I would not put everything I have saved into a down payment. Most lenders aren't even going to allow you to do this, but in case one of them is advising you to, this is me warning you, hey, probably not a great idea. Emergencies happen, and you should, before anything else, save money for a rainy day fund. Whatever amount that means to you is relative, but you should have some amount saved up in an inflation-protected account that's used for unexpected job loss or health emergencies, etc. You should have money saved because unfortunately in life, stuff will hit the fan and you're gonna have to pay for it. Second, I would not choose a down payment home or a loan that makes my monthly expenses too tight on my wallet. Just like your emergency fund, expenses can change at the blink of an eye. You can't be telling yourself, you know what, if I cut back on buying so many Yeezys, I'll be able to afford this house. No, plan for your typical monthly expenses and don't expect them to change just because you bought a house. That's like buying a gym membership thinking it's gonna make you want to work out. Tried 3 times, doesn't work. If you're coming from renting, remember that buying a house is not just paying your mortgage. You're not gonna be able to choose a down payment that leaves you with a mortgage that you've been able to afford for rent. You're gonna have to pay property taxes, insurance, you might have HOA fees and repair costs that come with owning a house. Finally, what is the climate of the market that you're purchasing this house in? And is there gonna be an opportunity cost in putting too much money down? Now, this is a fun one because it can get really strategic. The simple ones are, I have bigger expenses coming down the road, like buying a car or going to school. But it can get really fun when you start talking about investing. What are the interest rates in the market that you're currently purchasing in? Right now, in 2021, interest rates are low enough to the point where using other people's money isn't going to cost you that much, and down payments can be a huge sum of money. So maybe instead of putting so much down, you could save a portion and instead invest it so that you can be earning more money than what your mortgage interest costs. But I know that can get a little bit confusing, so maybe I'll just make a video about investing strategies based on mortgage rates in the future. Now, I know it can be frustrating not getting like a dead set answer as to how much money you should be putting as your down payment, but the truth is it really is all dependent on your particular situation. There's no one size fits all answer to this. It really is case by case. Those 4 steps, thoughts, questions, or considerations is what I'll be using in my approach when I buy a house. If you want to do the same, feel free to do so. Regardless of your situation, the best way to start is to meet with a lender or a certified financial planner. If you need help getting in touch with one, feel free to shoot me a call or a text. Be happy to link you guys up. And that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow Andrew Parker Realty on all social media for more property tours, market updates, and real estate tips. Also, if you have any questions or comments of your own, be sure to leave them in the comment section below or shoot me a DM. I'd be happy to respond or make a video answering the questions that you guys have. This video was actually based on a question that I got from a buddy back in St. Louis, so it really does work. Don't be shy. If you have a question, feel free to reach out. All right, I'll see you in the next one.